Hi, thanks for tuning in to Just Watch It. Today I'm going to review the new San Martin Submariner homage, the SN017-G. You can see it on the right in the watch box next to the version 1 Hulk, which I previously reviewed. So we'll have a look at the watch and then we'll compare it to the version 1 and see what the improvements are. The watch comes in this hard plastic case, same as the version 1. And I think these cases are really good. I think they're really practical. You know, if you're going away and you want to take a couple of watches with you, I think these are just a thing to use. There, it's a tough plastic and it's padded inside. So a couple of things that came with it. One of these swing tag things. 2 years dated and stamped warranty card, which is good. Instructions, and then a couple of tools. Really good quality screwdriver and a spring bar removal tool. Okay, let's run through the specifications. So the diameter is 40.5mm, lug to lug is 48mm, but it does have fixed centre links on the bracelet, so that'll take it a little bit wider. Lug to lug is 20mm. The crystal is sapphire with AR coating, and the Cyclops, it has a 2.5 magnification. If we have a look at the dial, you'll see there's applied indices, and these are lumed. Printed logo at the top for San Martin, and also printed at the bottom, automatic 200 meters. It's got the usual Mercedes hands that you'd expect. Ceramic bezel insert with a lumed pip. It's 120 click unidirectional. The action on this is actually, it's a little bit stiff, but it's a new watch. But I've got no problem with that. You know, the whole point of having a bezel is to time yourself when you enter the water, and you know, it's quite important knowing how long your dive time is going to be. What you don't want is it accidentally getting knocked and you losing track of what time. So yeah, I've got no problem with that movement. But I don't think I'll be doing any scuba diving. I haven't done any for 20 years, so I don't think I'll be starting again now. It has a screw down crown, and as I say, it's marked with 200 meter water resistance. The case is 316L stainless steel. It's brushed on the top, and as you can see, it's got polished sides, and you can see there's a better shot of the crown. It's unsigned on this version. So the bracelet is all brushed, and actually also brushed at the sides as well. Solid end links, and also the links are screwed. The clasp is different on this version. It's one of these push down ones. All brushed effect, signed with San Martin on the top, and it's a good quality milled clasp, and it's all brushed inside as well. Yeah, nice quality bracelet that. So let's talk about probably the most important part of the watch, the movement. The movement in this, like the version 1, is the Seiko NH35. For anyone who knows that movement, it's a really solid, dependable movement and a good timekeeper. Okay, let's have a look at a lume shot. When I reviewed the first version, the Hulk, I did a lume shot and I compared it with my Loriot on the left, and I also compared it with my Steinhardt Ocean 1. And actually I was quite disappointed about the lume on the Steinhardt. So what I've done now is I'm going to compare it with my Citizen Pro Diver, and the lume on this thing is absolutely incredible. So let's see how it compares with these two. Okay, and there you can see there's the lume shot. So the Loriot on the left, the Citizen on the right, and the San Martin in the middle. Well, the Loriot is a £50 watch, so you know, you're not going to expect an awful lot from that. The Citizen, I think it's about £150, and The San Martin, yeah, that's comparing pretty favourably with the Citizen. Okay, so before we compare it with the version 1, let's just have a quick close up and you can see it in a little bit more detail. Okay, there it is back in the watch box and back next to the version 1. On my last video, I did get a comment about that I hadn't synced watches when I had them in the watch box, and someone was complaining it was driving their OCD crazy. I did promise that I'd sync them, and there you are, I've done it just for you. You know who you are. So what are the changes? Well, I think the big change, first of all, is the case. And San Martin say that the new case is designed so that the lines of the case are more three-dimensional and more smooth. And this is what I think they're talking about. On the version 1, you'll see just here on the lugs, this polishing, it drops away pretty sharply so that you have this sort of quite flat area here, and then you've got this line where, you know, the lugs drop away. If you have a look on the new version, you'll see you don't really get the same effect. It's a lot smoother in the way that the lugs are polished down and designed. So I think that is a major change that I noticed straight away. Other changes, there's no signed crown on the new version. I'm not sure why they haven't done that, but as I say, it's not a big issue. All brush bracelet on the new version. And when I reviewed the first one, that was one of my niggles. I'm not a fan of polished centre links. They smudge, they scratch, and as I've said, that you know, when it starts getting scratched, I'll probably go to work on this one with a bit of Scotch Brite and make that bracelet all brushed. So yeah, definite improvement I think is the all brush bracelet. There's a different clasp. I had no problems with the first clasp. So I wouldn't say the new one's any better. I think that they're both good quality clasps. The new one doesn't have the little extension that the other one did, but it does have more micro adjusts, and I think they're probably easier to adjust than on the version 1, where the micro adjusts were inside and you had to get a tool and start mucking around with it. So yeah, that was quite fiddly to do that. But I think the micro adjusts on this one are a lot more straightforward. Okay, let's talk about cost. The cost for these is about £160, or about $200, something like that. And you can get them from AliExpress or the San Martin online store. It's a well-made watch, good quality parts, and a good solid movement. Again, when you compare it to the £50 Lorient, you can definitely tell the difference between the two watches. The Lorient's good; it's a good watch, got no problem with that. But yeah, this watch definitely is superior, and you can tell that as soon as you start handling it. When I buy a watch that I'm going to review, it's because I'm buying it for me. I don't have the funds just to be able to buy watches to review and then stick in a drawer. So when I'm buying a watch, I'm buying it with the intention that I'm going to wear it, and I'm really pleased with this. I think the case dimension and the brush bracelet definitely improved this watch, and yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I would definitely recommend it. Yes, okay, I think I would prefer a Rolex, but you know, that's not going to happen in this lifetime, I don't think. But you know, really happy with it. So much so that I might have to think about getting the Hulk version. Just a quick heads up on some other videos that I've got planned. I'll soon be doing a video of how I've polished up my Seiko SNKs, the 803, 5, 7 and 9. They come in a bead blasted case, but I've polished them up and I actually think they look better. And the other one that I'm going to be doing is where I've modded an Invicta 9094, and I bought some parts from Yobukis out in Hong Kong, and I've modded it along the versions of a Tudor Submariner. So hopefully those will be coming up fairly soon. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found it useful, hope you found it interesting, and stay safe.